So good morning children. Yesterday I have completed your civics portion, that is local self-government rural and local self-government urban, that I have completed. Today I am going to start history. We have completed chapter number 8. Today I am going to start your chapter number 9, that is medieval India, that is the Mughal Empire. The longest empire ever in India was the Mughal Empire. All right, and Mughal Empire, the foundation of Mughal Empire, was led by Babur. Is it clear? And last Mughal emperor was considered who actually was there in the throne was Aurangzeb. Is it clear? So after the Delhi Sultanate, the empire which became very successful in India, and whose reign was very long, was the Mughal Empire. Okay, now the Mughal Empire actually begins in India when Babur invaded India in 1526 in the Battle of Panipat. Is it clear? Now India was being ruled by several kingdoms. Is it clear? And when Babur arrived in India at that time, India was divided into several small kingdoms, and several rulers were there. And the rulers like Bengal, Jaunpur, Gujarat, Malwa, Mewar, all were very independent. Means the king or the rulers were very strong, but they were just loyal towards their own kingdom. And every kingdom was having rivalry with each other. And the advantage was taken by Babur. And that's why he got success in establishing Mughal Empire in India and capturing almost all the northern India. And also he has, done the expedition towards the South India. Many parts of the South India was also being conquered by the Mughals. Is it clear? So we are going to study about the same, that is the Mughal Empire. And let us start the chapter. Open your book, all of you, page number 79. Okay, chapter number 9. Let me see the first paragraph. On the eve of Babur's invasion of India in 1526, India was ruled by breakaway kingdoms of the Delhi Sultanate, and there was no powerful central authority. When Babur invaded India in 1526, at that time India was being ruled by several kingdoms. In India, there was a several kingdom, and each kingdom was ruled by one ruler, and there was no central authority was there. Then Bengal, Jaunpur, Gujarat, Malwa, Mewar had all become independent. They all have become independent. Then these states were always fighting against one another, with the result that a sense of insecurity and tension. Yeah, several kingdoms were there, and several kings were ruling over those kingdoms. And they were always having fight among those kingdoms with each other because of the sense of insecurity and tension. Is it clear? Then, however, these regional kingdoms, one by one, came under the control of the Mughals, one by one. Most of them were actually conquered by the Babur only. Then after Babur, Humayun has extended. After Humayun, Akbar has extended. Akbar has actually established a very strong empire. Is it clear? So we are going to study. So we'll start the chapter with the sources of information. We have two important sources of information. 4 important sources of information, because during the time of Mughal, so many monuments, buildings have been constructed. One of the building, Taj Mahal. Is it clear? So the sources of information we have to study. The first source we'll study about the Ain-e-Akbari. Then after Ain-e-Akbari we'll study about the Taj Mahal, that we all know about Taj Mahal. Then we'll study about Jama Masjid, which is situated in Delhi. Then we'll study about the Red Fort. You know that every year in 15th of August the Prime Minister of India does the host the flag from the Red Fort. Okay, so all are the source of information of the Mughal. Okay, now first one is Ain-e-Akbari. Ain-e-Akbari was a book written by Abul Fazl, one of the minister and one of the 9 jewels at Akbar's court. Is it clear? So Abul Fazl was one of the very great writer. So Ain-e-Akbari was written by Abul Fazl, one of the 9 jewels at Akbar court. Then it was a part of large project of history commissioned by Akbar. It is regarded as precious source material for knowing the administration and culture during the reign of Akbar. So if you want to know the administration and culture during the reign of Akbar, then Ain-e-Akbari is one of the most important source. Then Ain-e-Akbari is actually a book which is a series in which total 5 books are there. Okay, total 5 books are there. So Ain-e-Akbari was a series in which 5 books were there. Okay, the first book deals with the imperial household. So if you want to know about the king, about the household activities of the king, then the first book. The second book deals with the servants of the emperor, the military and the civil services. Okay, the third book deals with the imperial administration. If you want to know about the administration of the Akbar reign, then you need to study the third book. Then it consists of the regulation for the judicial and executive departments and the division of empire. The fourth book contains information about Hindu philosophy, science, social custom and literature. And the fifth book contains the wise sayings of Akbar. Whatever has been said by the Akbar is actually included in the fifth book. This also contains an account of an ancestry and biography of the author Abul Fazl in the fifth book. Is it clear? So what do you come to know about the first source of information of the Mughal Empire, that is Ain-e-Akbari? That Ain-e-Akbari was written by Abul Fazl, minister and one of the 9 jewel of the Akbar court. Then, if you want to know about the culture and the administration of the Mughals, then we need to study the Ain-e-Akbari. Ain-e-Akbari is a series of books in which total 5 books are there, and each book has its own speciality. So whatever is given in your book in Ain-e-Akbari, everything is important, children. Okay. Now tomorrow I am going to start your next source of information. For today only this much. Thank you, children.